Hello Raider Nation, this is Duntov. Today I am at Raiders Allegiant Stadium. It is Friday, February 28th, 2020. So I am standing on Russell Road looking at the south end. So you can see a lot more of panels are up. They just have this little edge on the very top. There was a local news report that said they were down to, they should have all the panels and glass up by within 2 weeks. So this was a couple days ago that I saw that report. So it's going to be fully enclosed soon. Alright, if we look up at the roof from this end, looks like they got like 3 or 4 more of these cable guides left up here. So I'll try to show some of the Raiders cam. I don't know if you haven't checked it out lately, check it out. They're putting a lot of stuff on the roof. They got a lot of the netting in. I think it's over 60% of the safety netting in. And they're lifting a lot of they're like some kind of beam they're putting across. So they're moving pretty quick on the roof right now. I don't know if you guys seen the news. I just seen it real quick today that there was a crane that collapsed at SoFi Stadium today. I think it said nobody got hurt, but they showed a crane thing just, I think they said it collided with another one and then it caused the one to tip over. But it looked like it fell like in the parking lot area. I don't think it damaged anything. So I don't think it will delay anything. You know, just not gonna have a crane to help lift. So I don't know a lot of details. I just saw a headline and just read a real quick report. So that's not good, one of these cranes tips. Speaking of cranes, I know we're not going to be able to see anything from here. I'm going to try to zoom in. Alright, so you can see that roller coaster, the Ferris wheel, the high roller. That is right where the draft is going to be. It's like right behind that, the draft party area. So, but that's right now. They're also building the MSG Sphere. It's going to be like a 17 or 18,000 seat venue, partly owned by Madison Square Garden. That's what the MSG is. So back in that area, they're building, it's more by the wind. Said they got a crane that is the 4th largest movable crane, you know, with tracks so they could drive it around. 4th largest in the world. It's supposed to be taller than the Ferris wheel over there. So I might have to make a trip out there to try to see if I can see it when I think it was 120 semi-trailer loads to move it all here. They brought it from Belgium. So I want to check that out if anyone's interested in the crane. And we'll check out the building. Alright, so they're picking something up now with this crane. I think they're just getting all the roofing stuff off still. Just the south end is all they got left. There are a lot of guys up here working today. It's about 11:30 in the morning right now. And if we look down where the super trusses are, Well, that's the main south entrance right there. So this is the area right above where the fill tray is going to slide underneath. So over here, they're putting the finish now on all, closing that all up. There was all like a yellow. There's a little bit left on the one end here. So I don't know how the finish will be, if it's just going to stay black like that. Right now it just looks like a matte black. Guess it doesn't like to focus on that black. And then they still have that scaffolding up over there also. So we'll see what, I guess it's to get a finish on there. This is a noisy street again. Alright, I'm going to pan over next to Dean Martin. They put in all the sidewalks. So we got the sidewalks in. Pretty far down. Looks like this area here, they might have some more to work on. You can see it's not done. And then they're working on the sign. Remember the yellow metal thing on my last video? I asked, wasn't sure what it was. So most people said it was like a jig to line up all these brackets. And when I was leaving work yesterday, it was either yesterday or the day before, they did have it on again. So yeah, it's just so they can line it up and it's easier to lift into place. You can see they're still working on some of these. I wonder if once this bracket's in, if they'll actually hang the signs up now. It'd be kind of cool if they start getting the, you know, the names on the building. And then this whole parking area, they're doing a lot of excavation work there, getting it all set up. I won't be surprised if they don't start paving this area soon. And you can even see like where they have the panels and the glass and stuff. There's not much left laying around. That's probably some inside those white boxes over there. Okay, so we still got the offices in this corner. I do not know when they're supposed to get rid of them. I did hear that they were going to move all out, but I haven't heard a time frame yet. They're still here, so. Alright, I'm going to walk around. We're going to go down the west side. They're starting to put a lot of palm trees down the west side, so we'll see what's changing there. Okay, this is view number 1. It is a snapshot from February 28th, 2020 at 12 p.m. So it's about the same time I was just out there. They haven't put an update yet. I just wanted to show you, you can see all the netting. That's the blue part. I heard it's about 60% installed. But then if we look on the roof, then above that you can see all these crossbars. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but we'll call them crossbars. So they have these pieces that they'll mount on top of the spars, which are the white poles. And then they're putting these crossbars across it. And then somehow the ETFE roof panels will attach to that. So they're getting those up pretty quick. I know in my video last week or Mondays, I'm trying to get this to disappear down here, but I can't get it to go. Oh well. Alright, so if we look down here, this is the area. You can't really see it good here because it blends in, but right here, this is where they're putting up those brackets for the sign that's going to go above. This will be the video screen here. So those brackets, remember last video they had the yellow like jig. So that's what everyone in the comments was saying. It's like a jig to line up the brackets, so it's easier to place them up in the right position. Okay, and if we look at the top, at the beginning of the video, it shows there was just like these 3 cable guides left and a bunch of equipment they're bringing down. And then on this east side, you can see they got all kinds of, it looks like they're going to start putting a finish on the roof also. The outer edge in the renderings is going to be black, just like the sides of the stadium. So it's looking pretty good. Every time I look at this video though, I never went on these back roads to see what this colored building is. You know, you could always see it from this rendering, but when you're driving by down Polaris, you can't see that. I just wonder what it is. I guess that'll be one journey I'll have to go check out. Okay, then we could also see a little bit of the filtrate area. Looks like they got all the concrete poured on it. So now I'm not sure how many more steps they have, like how thick of a base of dirt they'll have underneath the grass. But it's coming along pretty good. And then over here you can see these are some of the new palm trees that they were putting in right along here. Alright, let's see if we got the, we're going to go to the interior view. Okay, this is the regular panorama interior view, February 28, 2020 at 9:50 a.m. was the last update. So from here again you can see all of the blue, let me make it bigger. Okay, so you can see all the blue netting. And then you can see some of these guys that hope they get paid a lot of money setting up on these cables. There's a lot of guys actually putting all the netting in over here. And then some more on this side. I know you won't see me up there. Alright, so they're getting seats put in. This is the 3rd level. So you can see them on the end here. And then we got the boxes of seats. And then we come this way. I'm trying to see, my section I think is this one right here. No, it's this one here. So they're getting ready to put my seats in soon. It's all this section right here, right next to this one. So I just don't remember. I'm hoping it starts on this end where the lower number, or seat 1, if it starts on this left side and goes left to right. You know, or it depends, you know, what side you're sitting on. So I'm hoping it starts here because I'm going to be right here, seat 5 and 6, row 1. That'll just get me a little closer in. I forget though what it was when I went. It's been over a year and a half ago when we went to pick out them seats. Alright, so we got boxes all the way down. This is the south end right here. So they're getting ready to get this 3rd level seating all in. They've had these 2nd level, these are all suites, sideline suites. They've had this plastic over it for, I think, most of this week. So I'm not sure what they're working on underneath there. Then if we look down at the bottom, we got these down over here. I'm thinking these look like they'd be lights. This isn't the high def, so you can't really get a good view, but I would say those are some kind of lights. And I still don't know what these are here. If anyone knows, leave a comment. Kind of looks like they'd be like the movable seating, you know, like the bleacher type seats, but I have no idea. You know, that's one right there, just pretty small. I don't know what that is. Anyone working on the site could let us know. That would be much appreciated. Alright, let's see what this high def one, what it's updated to. Alright, so the high def says that it was posted yesterday, February 27th at 1:03 in the afternoon. So yeah, you can see this was my section again right here. So in the regular def, they actually had the seats already installed on this section. So they work pretty fast, just since, you know, less than 1 day. So there's a chance my seat might get installed tomorrow or later today. Alright, let's check out the, of course this crane's right in the way, because someone told me they saw something more get added to where the torch is going to be, but I didn't see it. But the crane's in the way. It kind of looks like there is something extra in this area right here. So I'll have to check some different views, or let's see if this crane moves. It might have been built up. Okay, we got that. That's showing that was on February 25th. And then if we go forward, it goes straight to the 27th. Yeah, it looks like this is new up here, because the other one I think ended on this base. Let me go back again. Yes, so they are starting to work on the torch, building something up more. This is all new right here. Even though we got the crane in the way, something else is going up, which is a good sign. Okay, let's zoom out, see if we could see anything else new. We got this wall thing going up here. I don't know if that's a video. I don't think, is that a video board that's going to be that low? I don't think it is, but kind of looks like it could be one. Guess we'll wait and see, because I know they're going to be up in these. I think in this area here, one on this side. And then the other one goes on this side right here. Okay, and you can see more of the roofing with the high def. So right here, with the high def, you can see all these beams that are going across. Let's see if we can see how they mount them on here. Alright, so this is like the smaller pieces that they raise up. If you look at this spar here, there's nothing on top yet. So they mount this piece on top, and then you can see how they're putting the beams across. And then they got stuff on these beams also that are lifted up higher. So I'm assuming the panels are going to be, you know, raised above that. It's moving pretty quick. So they're actually using this crane, the one that was in our way. So you can see they're using this up top to help these guys out up here with stuff. And then if you look down where the crane is, you can, I wish I knew how to get rid of this black stripe. I think I might hit that. There we go. Alright, so you can see, because they got all the concrete poured for the base of the, you know, the inside of the stadium. So they have all these railroad ties that they drive on. And it's actually lifting up these beams from inside also. So it's a pretty big operation, if I don't say so myself. Okay, and here is, this is the 50-yard line. So those are not the cheap seats. Alright, so there's the inside. It's looking good. Okay, I'm now on the corner of Russell and Polaris. So we can see some palm trees. They got them laying down here on the ground. So they're actually installing them all the way down the side here. Good, get this place looking fancy. Okay, they just brought up like some kind of box with the crane again. Guess they're just filling it up with a bunch of small crap. Not sure, but still a lot of stuff up there that they got to bring down. Okay, here's just a better shot of some of the palm trees going up. Alright, I am now on the west side. This is looking at the south end still, but I'm on Polaris. So all the way down this section, they're tearing out the old sidewalks. So they're tearing them all out all the way. So this is heading towards Russell Road, the very southwest. As you can see, they got the new sidewalks in. So the ones right along the road are pulling out. I'm thinking they're gonna have to widen the road. You know, have to have some kind of turning lanes and just widen the road for all the traffic in this area once it's built. see some more of the palm trees going in. And then if we swing around, and they're getting all set up for a lot of the landscaping all the way around. You can see they got all ready for all the smaller plants in there. So this is gate 1. So gate 1, I'm not sure, you know, what level ticket you have to get parked down on this end. Then the fill tray is right behind where this tractor is. It's right back behind there. So all the work, it's about getting all this outside work done. So then you can see they're even grading land right here. Okay, so this crane here, I think this is Big Bird on this side. So just been going real fast up and down, getting all kinds of small loads. I mean, it hooks up fast and they drop it down. And then you can see it just has that top layer of panels and glass to go along. And this tractor's just going. He's trying to bust this up. Alright, I'm gonna go down farther. I'm gonna check out where they took out the construction elevator. See if they started getting them panels up to close that area in. So I'll be moving. Alright, I'm still on Polaris. This is more, you know, towards the west end. This is still actually the south I'm looking at right there. So we can see the main south entrance. Gonna see if we can see anything going on underneath there. Not sure what these guys are working on right here. Must be lunchtime because the crane over here right now, it's not moving, so either they're done for the day or it's lunchtime. Okay, I can see their safety vests. They got the Raiders on them, so I don't know. Who they are, but because a lot of them don't have the Raiders logo on the back, so maybe there are some office people. Alright, I'm gonna work my way down to see if they closed off the construction elevator. From where I'm at, it kind of looks like they did already, because I'm pretty sure it was like right on this spot right here. You can see like the raised 3D panels, and they're right on top. I think that's where it went up, so looks like they're in. We'll head that way to get a better view of it. Okay, I moved down a little bit. I was wrong because you could not see it from where I was just standing, so they have not filled in the panels yet. So you can see all the way they don't have any of them in. From where I was standing before, I saw this missing gap right there. I was thinking that was it, so I haven't done it yet. I think I might have shown this the other day, but just wondering what these white, I don't know if we could see it. Yeah, you can see a little, I don't know if they're just like kind of look like spacers or what they are. Just those couple pieces of glass have them. They must have had to remount them or do something with them. Or actually, where there's a couple missing. It's hard to see in the viewfinder. There it is. So it looks like where the glass is missing, they also put some, you know, something there to hold it. So, and then there's also more. Yeah, it's looking pretty good though. I'm still not sure what kind of signage, if any, is going to be on this west side. I would think there's something, because it's just, you know, kind of plain. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, and even all the way down this part of Polaris, they tore out all the sidewalks all the way down here also. Okay, I am now street level, north end. This is L. Davis Way. And we can see all the scaffolding in front of the Lanai Doors. And where this, the west side right here of the Lanai Doors, they've got the dance floor up on top now. So you can see how big it is, and it's just so they could do all the finish work underneath the canopy. And even got a porta potty up there, because that'd be a long flight down if you gotta go to the restroom. And then if I showed down the side, you could you get a perspective of how wide they had to make it on the base. You know, just to give it the stability. So it's like, I can't tell if it's 3 or 4 sections out at the base. Alright, we got the, so that's where the store is going to be, and then right above, which is behind all the scaffolding, is the main north entrance. So I did see comments that some of you were able to use the 50% discount getting Legacy bricks. So happy that you guys got the discount, because I was debating getting a brick, and then luckily I saw the discount code on a Facebook page, Raiders PSL owner Facebook page, and it worked. So anything to save a buck, because they weren't cheap. Okay, so they're starting to get the landscaping in on these raised areas, like these planter box type areas. So right now they're putting some little trees, but then you can see all the buckets in there with the water lines ready for some smaller plants. A couple guys are actually cutting some holes in now to plant some stuff. Alright, if I pan around to the right, the first thing I noticed, they moved the food trucks. Now they're like in this driveway area. So they got a hell of a gig. because they're always busy. I'm sure the 2 years plus that they've been here now, they paid for those trucks. Alright, then if we come to the very corner, they got curbing in, and a lot of the light pole bases are in, and then they are also along Hacienda. They got palm trees going down this side also. And while I'm facing this direction, the way the light's hitting the mountain down there, that's Mount Charleston. That usually has snow on the mountain until about April. At least April you'll see some snow on top, but there is a small ski resort there. I think they have 3 runs. I know 2 for sure, and I think the 3rd one is like a bunny hill type thing. But for only an hour away from Las Vegas, it's not too bad. So that's Mount Charleston. Usually the ski resort opens around Thanksgiving and closes. It's usually closed by, I'd say by Easter. You know, it just depends when Easter falls, but. And then we also have Lake Mead, so you could actually go water skiing in the day and head up there to go do some snow skiing or snowboarding. Okay, I'm gonna walk down towards the northeast corner because I see they're getting some more trees down the Dean Martin also. Okay, Surfer Bob, this one's for you. I just noticed it now. I didn't see it earlier, but they got some of your grading filled in. And they got it all really, except for this one little piece. It's a little different though. You can see how it's wider. It's not as consistent, the gaps. But they're getting it filled in. And that's right on the edge of where they had the elevator. Okay, this is looking straight on north into where the Lanai Doors would be going in. So we got Tweety Bird over here starting to lift up some more of these. These are what they've been putting on the top of the spars, the poles. So they're, I might have already showed it in the video, but they're putting all the stuff going across the spars and, you know, where the ETFE roof panels will attach. But they've been lifting a lot of stuff up. Those are like the smaller ones. I think those are the ones that go actually on top of the spars. And then they have the long beams. I don't know how well we'll be able to see them here. They're on the back of this flatbed truck. You can see the long beam there right behind where that truck just drove by. So they go across then. So you can get a better view of what they're lifting up. You can see those are like the smaller ones. But that roof is moving really fast now. I think it's more because they have these 3 cranes. I know the one on the southwest end is still taking cable guide supplies and equipment off, but these other 2 have been doing a lot of the work. And I heard originally, I think it was just going to be 1, so that's why the roof is moving a lot faster. Alright, let's swing over here to the side of Dean. This is Dean Martin. So they're putting the nice palm trees on this, against this side. These ones look like Mediterranean fan or date palms or something. These are the expensive ones. Down Hacienda and the other road, they're putting up the Mexican fan, the cheaper ones. Okay, this is the very corner. This is, you can see here it says Connector Road. So Connector Road is the road that's going to turn into L. Davis Way. So it's the very northeast corner. So we can see down that way. The video screen's right around the bend from where we can see. If I zoom in, you can see the signs down there that say the future home of the Raiders. And I think that what they're gonna hang up, I think the Allegiant Stadium sign is what goes on, what they're working on the brackets they're putting up on the side there, the east side. All right, so I guess that's all I got for today. So if you're not subscribed and you'd like to get updates, please subscribe to my channel, Raiders1967. And I'd like to thank the Raider Nation for watching. And I'll talk to you guys next time.